what a dazzling start to the show. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the British Curry Awards 2020 in association with JustEat. We're delighted to be here with you as we stream the event this year from London. Thank you for joining in with our virtual British Curry Awards. In these unprecedented times, like many events, the British Curry Awards had to be postponed from its original date, all because of a crisis which we've all had to deal with, and one that presents new challenges every day. The British Curry Awards has been hearing about some of the most incredible and inspiring stories from curry restaurants and individuals all over the UK. People have gone above and beyond to help big or small in this COVID-19 crisis. We're so proud that the British Curry Awards has received so much support, including from Her Majesty the Queen. The Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, too, has sent his message of support and best wishes to our winners and all those involved, acknowledging that the British Curry Awards are a testament to all in the curry industry. And it's heartening to see all those who've gone out of their way to support the NHS, frontline restaurateurs, striving to deliver the best possible service. And we've seen a lot of restaurants going out of their way to help their local community, the vulnerable, the elderly, the isolated, as well as the NHS by supplying millions of free meals. So, we have a number of awards to get through tonight. Get yourselves comfortable and send us photos of where you're watching from. Get involved on social media. Use the hashtag #CurryOscars. We have live chat box. Send in your comments and winning reactions from wherever you're watching the awards today, and retweet as many as possible. Now let's open the British Curry Awards in association with Just Eat and welcome Events Director Jeffrey Alley.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much to all those tuning in from around the world to celebrate the British curry phenomenon, and all of our special guests who have taken the time out to be with us for the very first, and hopefully last, virtual British Curry Awards. I think it's important to address the proverbial elephant in the room, or perhaps I should say the elephant in your room at home. Of course, we have all found ourselves in a very different situation this year. During the initial lockdown, the events industry and us at the British Curry Awards were at odds about how appropriate it would be to conclude 2020 with this event. During the start of 2020, we began this decade with huge optimism of a bright and aspirational future. However, as we further draw towards 2021, nostalgia of our past way of living inevitably invades our recollection of this tumultuous year, and the new normal which has become an unfortunate reality of daily life. We soon concluded that it would not be appropriate to hold a traditional ceremony this year. Despite the impact of the global pandemic, the lives lost and livelihoods ruined, the British Curry Awards and many other community groups, charities, organisations are all that's left not to just find silver linings, but light the sky with hope and admiration of those who have banded together to look out for the vulnerable and those who have put their lives at risk in favour of public good. During the height of the pandemic, the restaurant industry was thrusted a huge responsibility. Our restaurateurs, waiters, chefs and porters became key workers, providing an invaluable service that the British public could not go without. Alongside other amazing key workers, our nation's Indian restaurants vowed to stay open and proudly served millions of meals to NHS staff during this very difficult period. Our nation's Indian restaurants, already cornerstones of their local communities and among some of the last family-owned independent businesses left in Britain, have overcome many obstacles and challenges over generations. During my short tenure in this industry, I can say this year has been a huge challenge, and I'm sure we'll all remember it for our lifetimes. Despite this, we drew so much inspiration from admirable peers and were appreciatively reminded of our family's obligation to champion, celebrate, and reward our industry for setting the example of how generous and integrated the diaspora community is in the UK. The British Curry Awards, in association with Just Eat, also reward all those unsung heroes in this pandemic and celebrate the fact that all communities have joined as one to fight this global virus. It is also intended to commemorate the early curry pioneers who came to Britain in the 1960s and 70s and created the unique fusion that is a great British curry. Sadly, we are losing many of the country's first-generation curry restaurateurs who are now elderly with underlying health issues to the pandemic. So we plan to remember them affectionately and give them a fitting send-off they so rightly deserve.
British Curry Day and the hashtag #BackTheBhaji campaign is about celebrating the past and the present. We now export British curry to India, and it's all down to our forefathers, the true curry pioneers. British Curry Day is a tribute to them. Watch out on the 1st of December 2021.
What inspirational leaders. Let's never forget them. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the show.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Now, the British Curry Awards wouldn't be possible without the continuing support of Just Eat over many years. Let's hear from Just Eat UK Managing Director, Andrew Kenny.
Good evening all. On behalf of everybody at Just Eat, we are honoured to be able to support the British Curry Awards once again this year. A year like no other in the hospitality sector. The word challenging, I think, would be a marked understatement. And so more than ever this year, we are so proud to be able to help celebrate the exceptional people within our industry who have been working so tirelessly throughout the year to not only feed the nation, but providing so much vital support to their local communities. These awards recognise the best of the best and rightly celebrate all the hard work that each and every entrepreneur, restaurant owner, chef, waiter and delivery driver has put into building this hugely successful multi-billion-pound industry that we're all incredibly proud of. And it's been incredible to see the kindness, the resilience of our restaurant partners in these unprecedented times. The community spirit has really been inspiring to see. Our restaurant partners, of course, are the beating heart of our business, and we recognise more than ever before the importance of supporting you. So far this year, Just Eat has given nearly £20 million worth of support to the many thousands of independent restaurants that we work with up and down the country. And we will continue to evolve these support packages so that they remain fit for purpose as restrictions and legislation continues to change. This may be troubled times for our sector, but the restaurant and takeaway industry is made up of some of the most resilient people that you will ever come across across any industry. And although it will take undoubtedly some time, this sector will bounce back stronger than ever. I've absolutely no doubt about that. I'd like to finish by thanking Inam and the British Curry Awards team for making these awards happen this year. I'm delighted to still be able to celebrate with you, albeit virtually. And Inam, I'm looking forward to lockdown being over and to visit you and the team in Laraj very, very soon. So look, to all of this year's finalists, well done, good luck, and remember, just to be nominated is a huge achievement, and you should all be incredibly proud. So on behalf of us all at Just Eat, good luck. Thank you, and we hope to see you all really, really soon. Thank you.
Brilliant, Andrew. Now let's hear from the wonderful man who is the founder of the British Curry Awards, promoting British curry around the globe. The pandemic couldn't stop him. editor of Spice Business Magazine, founder of the British Curry Awards, Enam Ali, MBE.
Thank you, Alan. So nice of you, your lovely voice again. But I am missing my good friends and regular British Curry Award supporter who I met every year at this time. This year we are sadly not able to get together in person, but the new vaccine will bring our lives back to normal over the next few months. So I can promise we will make up this year in 2021 with the biggest and the best gala dinner and the award celebration ever. What has really touched me over the past years is our industry contribution in this pandemic, which was exceptional. Millions of free meals were provided to NHS, care home, food bank, and vulnerable people as we stood up for the nation. Tonight you will see some of the amazing people behind this contribution will be receiving well-deserving recognition for their hard work and generosity. Past years has been very challenging for all business in the UK, and the restaurant industry has been one of the most badly affected. However, this hasn't prevented curry restaurants from continuing to strive to deliver the high-quality service and at the same time support their local community. One of our aims of the 2020 British Curry Award is to reward all of the unsung curry heroes in this pandemic and celebrate the contribution they have made. They deserve that recognition. Restaurateurs are not the only immigrants who contributed to this country. Just look at the amazing medical team working in the hospitals and care homes, and we all find immigrants playing a vital role in the keeping the people alive and healthy. I believe the UK is just about the best country in the world of cultural integration. At the same time, I have seen our BAME communities being hit harder with COVID-19 than others. And so many of our curry pioneers and restaurateurs have sadly passed away. Our thoughts and prayer are with their families. I would like to preserve this amazing British curry history built by these pioneers, and that's why we have launched a British Curry Day. So every year in the future, 1st of December, their contribution to the UK economy will be celebrated and commemorated. At the British Curry Award over the years, we have highlighted the negative impact of the UK immigration policy and campaigned for a new approach. I am pleased to say immigration policy are now changing for the better. At the long last, this government has listened, and I must thank you, Prime Minister Boris Johnson, for his support. I would also like to thank you, our sponsors, JustEat, Furniture Village, Coca-Cola, who have been continue to support our industry for this award through the pandemic. Their backing is really appreciated. And thank you for your kind attention. And you have a lovely meals at your home. Make sure you get the takeaway.
Did somebody say just eat?
Thank you, Enam. Honoured guests and viewers, let's get into the awards themselves, championing the unsung heroes of the British Curry Awards, better known as the Curry Oscars of the curry industry. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to welcome your host for the evening. He's Britain's top satirical impressionist, a presenter, writer, quiz show host, actor, translator, and even, briefly, ballroom dancer. Is there nothing this man hasn't done? Please welcome the super talented, witty comedian that is Rory Bremner.
Thank you so much, Steve. Thank you, Alan Dedicote, ladies and gentlemen, the voice of the Bulls, the voice of Strictly. Great to have you back, Alan. You're a friend of the family, aren't you, these Oscars?
I am. I enjoy a good curry too.
Enjoy a good curry. That's what we all do. We're going to hear about some of the greatest curries in the land. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Honoured guests and viewers near and far. It's great to be back hosting the British Curry Awards, the hottest and certainly, see what I did there, and certainly the most delicious awards, celebrating the very best restaurants, the best service, the best chefs, and outstanding personalities in a ceremony that's as British as chicken tikka masala. Curry is such a big part of British life, and it's great to be able to come together, even virtually, and celebrate the best, especially this year, where restaurants have had to transform the way they operate, and takeaway staff and delivery drivers have become key workers. The nurses, doctors and care workers, quite rightly, have had the weekly applause of the nation. Now it's the turn of the British curry community to take its place in the spotlight with the Curry Oscars. It's been quite a year. You don't need me to tell you. In fact, you need the Prime Minister to tell you. Oh, yes, indeed. My friends. Namaste, Shubu Shonda, Assalamu alaikum, and a very good evening to our viewers and listeners across the northern and southern hemispheres, and indeed the Isle of Wight. And how good it is to be celebrating not just a coronavirus vaccine, but the good old British curry, which has given us all a shot in the arm as we struggle with the mortal enemy, the silent mugger, the masked assailant of COVID. And of course, it's coming up to Christmas time, where we Brits celebrate that very first Christmas when Mary and Joseph were banished from the inn. There was no room. Indeed, there was no Zoom at the inn because Bethlehem, of course, was in Tier 2. The innkeeper wasn't serving a substantial meal, and the couple and their brand new baby had to meet up outside in a group of 6. Was it 6? I think it was 6. Yes. Mary, Joseph, baby, and the 3 wise men. So I salute you, the chefs and restaurant owners who've kept us well fed with your pasanders, your kormas, your dansaks and your boonas, your rogans and your biryanis. And while we have met our Waterloo in COVID, ladies and gentlemen, you have given us your vindaloos. So I thank you from the bottom of my bed. It's been quite a year for Boris. Here's the thing, by the way, if you want to remember the rules for meeting up in the different tiers, here's an easy way to remember it is it's 6 people from 2 households. So that's basically Boris's children. Although technically that's 6 people from 4 households, but he was still in the second one when he had the 5th and 6th, if that makes sense. Yes, I have a personal R, a reproduction number of more than one. Indeed, it may be as high as 6 or 7. I am a super spreader, spreader. For every one of me, I'm able to reproduce at least 6, maybe more. So if you have come into contact with me and have a child, get a test. It's been the most unusual build-up to Christmas. It's beginning to look a bit like Christmas, but not as we know it. If Michael Bublé was singing now, he'd have to change the words. It'd be something like, "It's beginning to look a lot less like Christmas everywhere you go. Take a look inside number 10. The country's in tears again. The red lights on the dashboard all aglow. It's beginning to look much less like Christmas. They're closing every store. But the prettiest sight we'll see is the vaccine there will be in a month or more." There's a president's speech where he recommends bleach or a shot of light in your ear, because it comes from Wuhan and it's just like the flu and it'll go by the end of the year. It turns out it's the president who's first to disappear. It's beginning to look much less like Christmas. COVID's still our foe. There's a briefing from Miss Patel, from Dominic Raab as well. They're the stubborn kind, they're not inclined to go. Oh, we wish it could look much more like Christmas, the ones we loved before. But the thing that'll really sting as we see the new year in is what lies in store. 'Cause it's Brexit time once more. Thank you, Rashideen. Thank you. And it's been an extraordinary year with Brexit too. This time last year, we had no idea how it was going to work out. This Brexit, it's gone through like 4 phases, and each of them are songs, right? So there was Hotel California. There was Hotel California Brexit. You can check out any time you like, but you can never leave. Then we had the Spice Girls Brexit, where the EU said to Theresa May, "So tell us what you want, what you really, really want." And Theresa May said, "I really, really, really want a zig-a-zig-ha." Then there was the Dexy's Midnight Runners Brexit, where Boris Johnson turned to the First Minister of Northern Ireland and said, "Come on, Arlene." And now we're in the Paul Carrack phase of Brexit, which is basically how long has this been going on? Or quite possibly the Kaiser Chiefs with I Predict a Riot. It's been a quiet year for Jacob Rees-Mogg, who hasn't featured in government coronavirus briefings because they say I look much too much like an undertaker. He's a strange one, though, isn't he, Jacob Rees-Mogg? Because he looks like something out of Gilbert and Sullivan, doesn't he? Yes, here's a little song about all the countries in Europe I can't stand. There's Portugal and Italy and Poland and Romania, the Netherlands and Germany and France and Lithuania, Sweden, Spain and Hungary and Finland and Estonia, Slovenia, Slovakia, and maybe Macedonia. There's Malta, Belgium, Greece, Czech Republic and Croatia, and Luxembourg and Cyprus, which is practically in Asia, and Austria and Latvia and Denmark and Bulgaria, and Ireland, and if Turkey joins, the whole thing gets much scarier. But once we're out of Europe, we'll no longer be inferior. We'll soon be doing trade deals with Burundi and Liberia. They want to stop us leaving, which is perfectly absurd of them. It's what the British public voted for, at least a third of them. Thank you very much indeed. That's very kind. Thank you. And of course, over the Atlantic, we had Donald Trump. I'm a very positive person, That's what I am, very positive. And I tested positive, and I surround myself with positive people. They're all positive too. And we had tremendous numbers, by the way. We had tremendous numbers on the COVID, tremendous numbers, great numbers, over 250,000. No one else comes close. And of course, I won the election. Folks. If you don't count the other votes, you don't count the votes for the Democrats, we won easily, okay? We won so easily. Because the Democrats, all illegal votes. But then there was Black Lives Matter. Of course, Black Lives Matter. I did so much for that movement. I've done more for African Americans than anyone, even Abe Lincoln, yeah? And I knew Martin Luther King. I knew him very well. We were very close, really close, very close. I shot him, in fact. That's how close we were. He was within range. And I knew his sister. I knew Martin Luther King's sister, Billie Jean. I knew her very well, wonderful lady, tremendous tennis player. And I was the last man she ever had, by the way. But Billie Jean was not my lover, okay? She was just a girl who claimed that I was the one. But tonight, folks, we're celebrating curry. And as you know, I invented curry. It began nearly 50 years ago in one of the Trump hotels. They never had it before. Nobody knew what it was. They said, what is this thing? And I rang up Gandhi, and I knew him very well, another great friend. We played a lot of golf together. But Gandhi, a very thin gentleman. I remember he used to hold the flag, and I would go, which one's Gandhi, which one's the flag? He was a very good friend of mine. I said, we need to do something different. So we invented curry, and I gave them the recipe. And I told this to the Indian Prime Minister, Narendra Modi. I was there, and I had a fantastic trip. Earlier this year, I think it was February, and I went to India, and everywhere I went, people said, Namaste, Namaste, Namaste. I don't know who Namas is, but it was his day, and he must be a tremendous person. But anyway, today, we're celebrating all the people who make curry what it is today, a jewel. That's what it is. It's a jewel in the crown of British cuisine. We're going to make curry great again, folks. That's what we're going to do tonight. And also tonight, we've received many video messages and written support all across the political parties. So let's start with a message from the leader of the Liberal Democrats, who was here last year, in fact, Sir Ed Davey.
Good evening. I wanted to send my best wishes on behalf of the Liberal Democrats to this year's British Curry Awards. Your industry is a crucial part of the hospitality industry in so many communities across our country, and I want to thank you for what you do year in, year out. Of course, we've had a year to forget. It's been really hard for many of you, your staff, your customers, all the people who supply you, and my heart goes out to you. But actually, I want to thank you. In my experience, take my local restaurant here in Surbiton, the Agra Tandoori on the Ewell Road, really good. They were amazing. Within the rules, they kept serving people, they were delivering, they were going to old people's homes, they were donating food. Just an amazing family business, looking after their customers, their staff and the local community. And I'm sure that's been replicated in restaurant after restaurant, community after community. So a huge thank you for the part you played to help our country get through this crisis. And I hope as we come out the other side and we can be optimistic about the future, government and all parties will support this amazing industry, making sure you can hire those staff that you need You can bring them into this country if you need that support from the Home Office, and that we can ensure that your industry retains its central role in so many communities. So many thanks. Have a great evening.
Ed Davey there, the leader of the Liberal Democrats. And now let's go across the river for a word from the Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan.
Good evening, everyone. I just wanted to send a short message to say congratulations to all the amazing businesses and restaurants that have been nominated for an award. I know this year has been extremely challenging for many of your businesses, which have been hit particularly hard by the pandemic. With the rollout of the vaccine, we can finally see light at the end of the tunnel. And I'll continue to put pressure on the government to provide the extra support you need over the difficult few months ahead. Your industry is not only integral to our culture and our way of life, but will be vital for helping us to recover from this economic crisis too.
So thank you for that. That was Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan. And now let's have another message of support, this time from Baroness Nicky Morgan, the former Secretary of State for Culture, Media and Sport and Education.
It's fantastic that in this difficult year, the British Curry Awards are going ahead. But I know that we'll all look forward to being together in person next year.
The curry industry, I know, has had a really terrible time in the last year, like the rest of the British hospitality industry. But those people who've kept going, kept their restaurants and their customers happy, are doing a fantastic service. So I'd like to pay tribute to the curry industry. It's something I used to engage with extensively when I was in Parliament. I'm delighted to hear that the Curry Awards are still going strong.
The British Curry Awards would like to particularly thank all those politicians for their messages of support, particularly in these difficult times with such busy schedules. So thank you to them. Now, this year has been a very challenging one for all businesses in the UK, and the restaurant industry has been one of the most badly affected. In order to survive, we've seen record numbers from the curry industry switching to takeaway service in order to sustain their customers in this pandemic. So we're here tonight to celebrate the wonderful achievements and community spirit of curry restaurants all over the UK. This year's event will be somewhat different to the normal, but we're committed to make it a lovely experience for you and hopefully one of the most enjoyable virtual award ceremonies, with the hope that all those involved can go away proud to be part of a wonderful industry despite all the obstacles. It's wonderful to see Inam and his small family team, particularly his daughter, Justine, who has been responsible for putting on this event tonight. Now, of course, this year, with everything else that's been going on, it's been particularly difficult, but we've still been inundated with nominations by Twitter, post and email for all the awards tonight, which has made the judges' task even more difficult than usual. So let's hear what the judges had to say.
Welcome to this very special edition of the British Curry Awards. But obviously over the past year, the coronavirus pandemic has really hit the curry industry hard, and as a result of that we haven't been able to judge restaurants in the way that we would normally do. Many of them have been closed for lengthy periods of time, or they've been relying on takeaway only. So the normal means of judging obviously has not been possible. So this year we're not doing the normal best in a particular region kind of approach. What we are doing though is shining a spotlight on the amazing contribution of the British curry industry to the community during these pandemic times. The number of restaurants that have contributed meals to the NHS, raised money for charity, has been absolutely outstanding. And in these awards we're going to recognise and celebrate the contribution of a number of those restaurants.
Well, what a year this has been for us all. The COVID pandemic has taken its toll on almost every industry and has left us in a very uncertain position, especially the hospitality industry, which has been particularly hit hard. But through these dreadful times, heroes have come to the surface and have stood alone in giving their all to try and alleviate hardships and to show support, in many cases to the detriment of themselves. This has been particularly seen in curry restaurants and their staff, who have stood up to the mark to provide support and help to all those that they could. These people have provided numerous amounts of meals for those who have served the country in these times of the pandemic, particularly those in the NHS, ambulance services, police and fire brigades, as well as providing for those people who have fallen on hard times through no fault of their own. And it's these people who are the true heroes in their faultless providing of what they could give. It is for this reason that we as a committee have decided to recognise those people who gave out the kindness of their hearts to help others. We have received many nominations for those people who have done acts of kindness, and it's for this reason we are celebrating the British curry industry tonight.
This is a special year, one where we have exceptional circumstances which we can take advantage of to recognise the efforts of people who are important, even though they might be in the background. Where a daughter may nominate her father for special praise, or a father may praise a daughter and want her recognised. So we'd like to recognise everyone that puts in hard work in the background to keep the industry rolling and keep customers satisfied beyond the norm.
Some great comments from the judges there, and thank you once again to them for giving up their time. Now, the latest research from the government has shown those of BAME backgrounds being most severely affected by coronavirus, with the curry industry predominantly being run by those from Bangladeshi, Indian and Pakistani backgrounds, risking their lives. You're all winners tonight in your contribution to Great Britain, big or small. We've witnessed restaurants close down and many restaurants adapt to the ever-changing government guidelines. You all in the curry industry have contributed enormously and have kept feeding Britain their national dish, that is British curry, in this pandemic. So thank you to all of you. So whilst we've got a lot of awards to get through tonight, we ask for your full cooperation to make the show run as smoothly as possible. And we'd ask all the lucky winners, when you come to the stage to receive your award, please only bring a maximum of 2 people onto the stage to enable us to follow government guidelines on social distancing. And we do request winners to please say a few words of thanks and then be prepared to do interviews on our red carpet and on the press board. Okay, let's begin the awards.
Sick of this. Get those Just Eat fools on the line for me. We're gonna do this doggy style.
Did somebody say just eat?
Me, get delivery like a G. See, hungry dogs gotta eat. I get mines every day, every week. Chicken wings to the crib, I'm sitting in. Burger in the low-low, hope they put the pickle in. Wonton on a catamaran. Oodles and noodles, thank you, my man. Tacos to the chateau, please. Did somebody say just eat? Private jetting in the night sky. My man hand glide by with my fried rice. Right? What could you not love? Bought a slice on the side of the hot tub. Ooh, what you gon' do, boo? Chocolate fondue right on cue. Even dipping in the sea. I see food, seafood sees me. JUSTEAT.
Somebody say just eat.
Okay, so our first award is for Best London Restaurant for Takeaway Service during the pandemic, in association with Just Eat. With a pioneering chef and TV personality, during the pandemic they've adapted their service, providing takeaways and extending the government's Eat Out to Help Out scheme. Let's find out a little more.
Good morning, Kanishka. Phoebe speaking.
Our aim is to give London the part of India which we haven't seen before. I always like to bring something new to the plate. This part of India grows bamboo shoots, use smoking, fermentation, very little salt, very little sugar, work more with acids. So we are trying to keep our folks healthy. That's my aim. I want to give a really rounded up healthy cuisine which people enjoy on a daily basis rather than one special meal.
to announce our winner, please welcome Managing Director for Just Eat, Andrew Kenny.
The winner of the best restaurant in London during this pandemic goes to Kanishka Restaurants. Congratulations.
Thank you, Andrew. Will you please welcome, from Kanishka, Atul Kochkar. Do you want to say a few words?
Well, I would like to say that this year has been extremely tough, and without my team, Shishir has joined me, my head chef. Without my team and also the fantastic patrons who have helped us throughout this tough year, and we came back to the restaurant and started doing takeaway, which we're not geared for, but we finally managed to and have survived. Thank you. Thank you so much.
It's an amazing feeling. I couldn't tell you, the words couldn't tell you, to be honest, because it's a sense of achievement, it's a sense of satisfaction. It's something we will go back to bed with a big smile tonight. I think the team will be absolutely over the moon because they have worked tirelessly, incredibly hard day after day, and sometimes without days off also, because we could only work in limited numbers because of social distancing. So in all that sense, this award is many times bigger than any awards we have earned in the past. Like, the situation is quite tough, and to be able to come on a platform like British Curry Award and win such a prestigious and special award gives us a huge feeling of extra boost, extra strength, and also extra recognition, to be honest. Tons of people across the country would come to know that we have won this award on the back of the hard work we have done during the pandemic, and that will be a big pat on our backs, to be honest. And wholeheartedly we thank Mr. Inaugural and the British Curry Award to help us to be here where we are today.
Did somebody say just eat?
Our next award is for outstanding service to the local community. To present this award, a familiar face, a wonderful model and actress. Please welcome Caprice. We have to do this from a distance, I'm afraid.
I know, no snogging tonight.
It's 2 meters, but it feels like 2 miles. Caprice, lovely to have you here. A big curry fan yourself?
Of course, are you joking? It's fun, because I'm vegetarian, so vegetarian curries make the dish actually so yummy and edible.
Oh, they do. And so, do you cook yourself Indian food as well?
Do I cook? Are you joking? No chance. That's one thing I don't do.
You don't. So,
but I spent a bit of time I did this TV show called Road Raja in Mumbai.
All right.
For 2 weeks. It was amazing. Of course, I just picked out on vegetarian curries every single night. It was fantastic.
Wonderful. But filming out there must have just given you a real flavour of where the food comes from.
No. This show, I had to race rickshaws and taxis. And the taxi, I would put it into first gear, second gear, third gear, it didn't work. So I had to forget that. And then fourth gear and fifth gear didn't work. Reverse didn't work. So I just had to improvise. It was total madness. But it's okay. I was like, okay, just as long as I have my vegetarian curry, I'm good.
And you got it.
And I got it.
Well done. Excellent, excellent. Okay, thank you so much, Caprice. I'm going to pause you there while I tell you a little bit about the recipient of this award. He's tried to help the National Health Service staff with discounts, as well as helping those who needed grocery and pharmacy items, and reaching out as well through Facebook to those people who require free meals. So again, another pandemic story. Let's have a look at the video.
Hi, my name's Nick. I'm here in Zyka, the Indian restaurants in Tylehurst. Zyka have been really generous during this pandemic. They were able to help out in a number of ways. They fed the local hospitals, the staff at the local hospitals, and they tried to accommodate a number of the wards as well, despite being really busy. They're also able to help with the elderly and the vulnerable for any shopping needs. They're also able to help any day-to-day needs that were needed despite everything going on. They also contributed to the Marcus Rashford's campaign that was going on. So when the schools were on half-term, they were able to supply free food to some of the children that needed it. They also helped offer any NHS staff with a collection delivery of 50% off their order, which I thought was really generous. Zyka have a young professional team. Their image really stands out as well. They really care about the community, certainly with a lot of work that they've been doing recently during this pandemic. Their food and service is consistent and really stands out as well. It delivers 100% all the time.
Okay, Caprice, over to you to do the honours.
Okay, so again, for the Outstanding Service Award for service in the pandemic goes to Zakir Khan for Zyka Restaurants.
Wow, what can I say? Unbelievable. I never embarked on this work to gain any recognition, but to gain exactly that from the most prestigious body in the industry is humbling. I'd like to extend a thanks to, firstly, our customers, all of our staff, our families, our suppliers, and again, the British Curry Awards for recognising this work that we've done. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, unbelievable. You know, we embarked on quite a lot of things to help the community, but we didn't do it for recognition. You know, so to get this from the most prestigious body in the industry is very humbling. You know, so a huge thank you to our customers, our staff, families, you know, friends, and of course the organisation. But yeah, very humbling to receive this.
Now, the next award is a Special Recognition Award for media coverage in the curry industry. The recipient is a selfless humanitarian and community activist, a journalist by profession for Channel S over many decades, and he's been tirelessly keeping the community well informed with his unique style of reporting and analysis, delivering groundbreaking stories, including stories about chef shortages, the Vindaloo visa, restaurant closures, as well as the continuous changes in the government guidelines surrounding the pandemic. To present this award, let's join live with a great friend of Enam and a great supporter of the British Curry Awards, ITV News International Affairs Editor, Raghi Omar. Raghi, thank you for joining us.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you. So tell me, how has this year been for you?
Well, I mean, as we've been hearing all evening, it's been very difficult. And I think, you know, I've reported all over the world from, you know, upheavals and, you know, revolutions and wars. But this is the first story I've covered where you know, your own family is affected, your own street, your own neighborhood, your own sort of high streets, you know, the restaurants, the bars, the pubs, everyone that you know. I'm normally used to sort of flying off, reporting something, which, you know, terrible things often happening abroad. But this is the first time it's a story that's, you know, affected each and every one of us. So, and in fact, it affected my own first cousin, who I was presenting the news, and I heard that he contracted COVID and was taken into the same intensive care as Boris Johnson.
Heavens, and did he pull through?
He did pull through, I'm happy to say, and he's someone who equally loves a good curry, and I've been able to share one with him since he came out during the previous non-lockdown.
Good, that must be one of the things to look forward to, hugs from relatives and curry. So tell me, Raghi, what about you and curry? I mean, you've travelled many, many countries in your time as an international reporter. Tell us a little bit about the different cuisines. Do you have a favourite?
Well, I mean, I sort of think when you talk about curry and British curry, I mean, the heart of it for me is in Bangladesh, and there's nothing like the comfort of a really good creamy dal. But I mean, the amazing thing about sort of, you know, curry and British curry is that it expands, you know, everywhere from sort of things that taste and look like Persian food all the way to the Far East and Singapore. But for me, whenever I've been on assignment, the one thing always coming home has been the joy of going out to a couple of my sort of local haunts of curry houses, which I love.
Brilliant.
It's always about coming home. It's a national dish.
Brilliant. And thank you as well for supporting the awards over the years. We're going to see now a little video telling us something about tonight's winner.
Mohammed Jubair reported on the latest information surrounding COVID-19.
During this time, he also covered inspirational stories which warmed the hearts of the audiences. He also hosted TV programs on Channel S during these difficult times so that the audiences were kept informed of the latest information and government guidelines. He has worked tirelessly to make one of the most pioneering charitable initiative projects. His relentless efforts to raise funds for some of the significant charitable initiatives of Channel S have helped thousands in the UK, Bangladesh and globally.
So, Raghi, there's a flavour of the winner that we have tonight, but it's over to you to announce who's receiving the award.
Okay, here we are. Envelope. The Special Recognition Award for media coverage in the curry industry goes to Chief Reporter Mohammed Jubair of Channel S. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm truly humble and honored, but at a time I'm surprised because I was always opposite side of the stage of the British Curry Award. From last 15 years, almost every single event I covered, and I did report on so many winners, but this is the COVID-19 time, and I am the winner. So again, and this is not for curry, for my contribution towards the media or through media. So thank you again, British Curry Award, and thank you, Enamali MB.
Congratulations, Mohammed. But before we go, we're going to hear a word from the man who nominated you. Please welcome Farhan Khan.
It's a great privilege and honor to nominate Mohammed Jubair, who I call my colleague. The reason I nominated him, because journalism, always we see the conflicting news, sometimes it's pokey sometimes, but journalism doesn't need to be conflicting. It can be with compassion, it can be with positive news, and it can be something to do with the community and something to do with giving away. So Mohammed Jubair is of that caliber and that talent, and I'm the fortunate one to nominate him as a colleague, and every day I learn something from him, and I'm really, really honored today to share the stage with Mohammed Jubair, and of course, Rory, with you. And again, once again, congratulations to Mohammed Jubair for receiving this deserved award. And of course, thank you to British Curry Awards and Enamali.
So there you go, Mohammed. Not only do you get the award, but you also get an amazing reference from your boss at Channel S, Farhan Khan. Thank you so much. Thank you both of you.
In the last 15 years, almost every year I covered British Curry Award. And you know the guests, VVIP, celebrities, VIP like David Cameron, Theresa May, or Nigel Farage, or present Prime Minister. He was at that time the London Mayor. So, and also I did so many reporting on so many winners of the British Curry Award. This time I'm the winner, but not for the curry, for the contributions through media, for the industry and the community. So it is, of course, humble and honored, but at a time surprise for me. And I'm glad, and I'm just, I should thank British Curry Award and the founder of the British Curry Award, Enamali MB. He is the pioneer of the award culture within the community, or even South Asian community. Thank you.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome the wonderful Parash Moni.
আসলে তোমার একটা দুই দুয়ারি মুন্দি বন্ধু আসলে তোমার একটা দুই দুয়ারি মন তুমি প্রয়োজনে কাছে ডাকো প্রয়োজনে দূরে রাখো প্রয়োজনে কাছে ডাকো প্রয়োজনে দূরে রাখো কাজ করলে ছুঁড়ে ফেলো যখন তখন আসলে তোমার একটা দুই দুয়ারি মুন্দি বন্ধু আসলে তোমার একটা দুই দুয়ারি মন তুমি বলো তোমার মনের তোমার একটা দুই দুয়ারি মন রে বন্ধু আসলে তোমার একটা দুই দুয়ারি মন তুমি প্রয়োজনে কাছে ডাকো প্রয়োজনে দূরে রাখো প্রয়োজনে কাছে ডাকো প্রয়োজনে দূরে রাখো কাজ করলে ছড়ে ফেলো যখন তখন আসলে তোমার একটা দুই দুয়ারি মন রে বন্ধু আসলে তোমার একটা দুই দুয়ারি মন
Sick of this. Get those Just Eat fools on the line for me. We're gonna do this doggy style.
Did somebody say just eat?
Me, get delivery like a G. See, hungry dogs gotta eat. I get mines every day, every week. Chicken wings to the crib, I'm sitting in. Burger in the low. Hope they put the pickle in. Wonton on a catamaran. Oodles and noodles, thank you, my man. Tacos to the chateau. Please, did somebody say just eat? Private jetting in the night sky. My man hand glide by with my fried rice. Right? What could you not love? Bought a slice on the side of the hot tub. Ooh, what you gon' do, boo? Chocolate fondue right on cue. Even dipping in the sea. I see food, seafood sees me. JUSTEAT.
Somebody say just eat.
Furniture Village, your home in one.
The next award is for Best Takeaway Service during the pandemic in association with Just Eat. Now, this award is for a young man who is shielding his father due to various illnesses. The NHS have provided great care for his father, and having witnessed NHS staff going to supermarkets with empty shelves, he himself donated 3,000 free meals. He was recently announced Hero of Hertfordshire for his service to his local community, an award given by the Lord Lieutenant of Hertfordshire for providing 3,000 free meals for NHS workers. Let's have a look at the video. So, to announce the winner, please welcome from Just Eat, their UK Managing Director, Andrew Kenny.
Okay, this is a big one. The winner of the Best Delivery and Takeaway Award during this pandemic goes to the British Raj Express in Royston. Congratulations.
I don't know how I could start by thanking all of the endless list of people I need to thank, especially during this pandemic. But from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to thank those behind the British Curry Awards for their inspiration throughout my career. And as a 23-year-old boy, to be recognised with this prestigious accolade, I feel truly humbled, truly wordless. And I could go on and on and on about the endless inspiration I've received from these awards and to aspire to become bigger and better every year. And I don't know how I feel once you've reached the goal, once you've reached your target, and year in, year out, working so hard during, this pandemic, during this whole situation we're in. And whilst we're working hard, those behind these awards have worked really hard, and they continue to strive over the last 16 years. It feels really, really humbling and a true honour to receive this kind of recognition. I salute those behind these awards for striving to recognise the genuine people and the genuine hard workers in the industry and pushing the industry up, highlighting those key success stories. And I am wordless to be recognised as one of those people. And I thank those. I want to dedicate this award. Just last week we had the British Curry Day, which was organised by the organisers of this event, the Spice Business magazine. They commemorated my grandfather, who started this industry in my family in 1976. And unfortunately he's no longer here to see us how far we've come, and this kind of recognition we could never dream of. So I thank all those people behind those awards and the organiser of this event. Thank you very much. The only way I feel appropriate to express how I feel at this moment is that a dream has come true. A dream of a young boy. I like to say I'm still young at 23 years old, but my lifetime of work in this career, taking over from my family and predecessor generations and continuing the legacy of my family and continuing the hard work we have done, particularly during this pandemic. It feels a great honour to be recognised by the British Curry Awards, as we all know, the Oscars of the industry. And every year on year we work harder and harder, improving ourselves, and this award, aspiring towards this award, pushes us to become better, to aspire to become bigger and better. I think what this pandemic has taught us is that as a business, we have a corporate social responsibility, and we should continue those great works. I'll give you one example, and I like to use this example a lot. Leonardo DiCaprio didn't win an Oscar for best part of his career. He was nominated 5 times, and on the 5th time, he was recognised with an Oscar. And it's the same, I feel like the same thing for me. I was shortlisted 5 times, and this 5th time is now I've won.
Did somebody say just eat?
Okay, now the next award is for Inspirational Person of the Year for outstanding fundraising during the pandemic. Each year at the British Curry Awards, with your generosity, we've raised hundreds of thousands of pounds for various charities close to our heart. This year, because of the pandemic, we're sadly not able to raise any money. So this award is to inspire you. A humble centenarian, first generation, once had a restaurant in the 1960s in St Albans. He has raised more than £420,000 to help people affected by COVID-19. His initiative surpassed expectations, and he went on to help across many charities, including the Bangladeshi and Muslim community in the United Kingdom. Let's take a look at the video.
I proposed to my son. He said, can you walk 50? I said, 500 I can walk. I have been so inspired that £1,000 is not more. They were raising more and more for the cause of the virus.
And to present this award, please welcome Shadow Secretary of State for International Trade and Development, Emily Thornberry.
Thank you very much for inviting me to give out this award this evening. It has been a really hard year for the restaurant industry, hasn't it? But this award celebration marks how extremely resilient our restaurant industry is. And it's my pleasure to give the award for the Inspirational Person of the Year to someone who was in turn inspired by Captain Sir Tom Moore, who people will remember walked up and down his garden raising money for the NHS. Well, £420,000 was raised by another centenarian. His name is Darabul Islam Chowdhury, OBE, and he walked raising money for the NHS whilst fasting. Thank you very much, sir. We give this award to you and we salute you.
We'd just like to say a very big thank you to the British Curry Awards, even though we are facing very challenging times, to put an award of this nature online to reach people in the British curry industry is a sign of positiveness. And I'd like to say a big thank you from my father's side, and I would like him to say a few words.
I encourage all the young generation to have patience. They will get their reward, really. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, young generation. It is very thanks from my heart. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for the award. Well, I think you have to reverse the clock back to the 60s when my father had his restaurant in St Albans in Hertfordshire, and his generation did all the work and created the platform for the modern generation, and now we're coming up to the third generation. So you always have to look back to how the times were, and during when my dad had his business in St Albans, it was very, very different. They faced physical abuse. It was a very difficult economy, but through all the struggle, they managed to get through everything. And I think the credit needs to go to the older generation, and the inspiration they will give is, I think, you know, even though we have a coronavirus right now and things are very difficult, but it is nothing as hard as what it used to be in the early days. Yeah, that's the inspiration that my father can give all the young people out there in the British curry industry. British Curry Awards have always been a platform for the British Indian restaurants throughout the UK, and has given a positive energy and a platform to showcase the best of British curry. So it should give a lot of people a lot of, positiveness, especially during these very difficult times. And it's not just this time, but year on year, Enam Ali and his team have put in a fantastic job, and they've done a really marvelous thing for the industry.
I inspired all the young generation of the Curry Award, which we made for them.
A special inspirational person of the year, which is given to my father, who has raised 420,000 for charity during the time of coronavirus. But it's not just my father, it's for his generation. They came here in the late 50s, early 60s, started their own businesses, and they struggled very hard to create a platform for the young people nowadays.
I feel that for the younger generation, we made the platform because we came 1957 and we faced so many struggles, so many existence, so many stories that we faced it then. Now it is the younger generation to take the reward of this older one, and I wish them they will successfully success.
Did somebody say just eat?
Now, our next award is the Unsung Chef Award. Now, this particular award has been nominated by his daughter for her father's tireless hard work in the kitchen, building a life for his family here in the UK. He, along with many others, represents the unsung chefs who are the backbone of the curry industry but never have an opportunity to be recognised. Let's take a look at the video.
Hello, and my name is Mishuda. Today I would like to take this opportunity to make a recognition for my father. He was born in Bangladesh, but as a young man he moved to the UK seeking for a better future for his family. He worked for a few years until he learned the trade and skills within the curry industry. He quickly picked up the skills of a chef and shortly after made it as a head chef within a restaurant. Once he had worked for a few years, he moved on and started running his own businesses. He ran a takeaway and restaurants, and he loved it. Every day he just worked so hard. Within a foreign country, he moved to the UK unknown to the culture and unknown to the language, but he was working so hard to make this living within the UK. This industry has only got bigger and bigger, and over the years the contributors behind the closed doors don't always get recognised. Although they work really, really hard and contribute to what is now a £5 billion curry industry, today this recognition is not only for my dad, but it's for all those true unsung heroes who work so hard behind the scenes to make the curry industry what it is. I am so proud to call him my dad, and I know I will never be able to show him the appreciation for everything both my parents have done for us. I would love to be able to give him this recognition from the bottom of my heart, as I owe everything I am today to our parents. I think these people who work behind the closed doors need to get more recognition every single day, more appreciation, and know that, you know, they are the true contributors to the industry. I just want to take this opportunity to thank my dad for everything he does, not only for the car industry, but for also me and my family. Thank you, Apple, for everything you do. We love you so much, and keep doing what you're doing.
Okay, so to present this award, would you please welcome TV personality and star of The Only Way is Essex, the wonderful Jess Wright.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Hi Jess, are you a big curry fan?
I am a huge curry fan. Indian food, I think, is mine and my family's favourite cuisine in the world. We love it.
And you're saying your dad is a huge curry obsessive, in fact.
I think him and my mum have it twice a week. They love the food. They love the flavours. They love it. Yeah, it's just one of our favourites as a family.
And he's travelled a bit in India, so...
Yes, he loves India. He's visited it a few times and he thinks it's just one of the most beautiful countries in the world.
Great. And your favourite curry?
Old English chicken tikka masala with rice, naan bread and onion bhajis.
Okay, so that good
That's
old...
if I'm being bad, but if I'm being good, I'll have a good tandoori king prawn and sag paneer and mushrooms and spinach.
You can now hear my stomach rumbling. Okay, Jess, we'd better announce the winner.
The Unsung Chef Award goes to Chef Rakman Shan.
Thank you very much. I'm so happy. I'm so happy, and I can't believe it. Say again. I forgot.
And this was you. You nominated him.
Yes, yes.
Tell us a little bit about it.
You know, my dad is like hundreds of other chefs around the world, and it's just not chef. It's lots of staff that are behind the closed doors that do all the hard work, and this is not just for my dad, but for all those unsung heroes. They're the true backbone of the generation that is now.
And when did you start?
Oh, I started in 1979.
Wow, long time.
So, yeah, really I'm appreciative for that.
So this is a lifetime
shocked,
achievement.
Really.
I'm so proud.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
আসলে আমি ভাষায় প্রকাশ করার মতন নয় আমি ব্রিটিশ অ্যাওয়ার্ড পাওয়ার লাগি আমি যে ভাই মুইটা আমি কোনোদিনও আমি বিশ্বাস করি নাই আমি ওখানকে ভাইয়া এটা আমি রিয়েলি অনেক হ্যাপি হইছি
We are so proud of him. His whole life he always worked so hard for us, and we, alhamdulillah, the life that we have is thanks to him. His hard work and the sacrifice my parents worked and gave for us. I know I'm from a corporate life. I work in finance, and the grilling and the process that we have is nothing compared to this British Curry Awards. I wrote my story and shared it, and I'm so grateful that the recognition was made by British Curry Awards. I'm so proud. I'm speechless. We never dreamt that this would happen, and just overwhelmed. There's so many hundreds of people like my dad, and this is recognition for them. It's not just for him. He's just one of many, and one of hundreds of people that sacrificed their life for the generation that is today.
Thank you.
Did somebody say just eat?
Let's look at the spectacular Mirror family.
তুমি কেন এত সুন্দরী গো তুমি কেন এত সুন্দরী গো তোমার পানে শুধু চেয়ে থাকি মনের আলপনায় ছবি আঁকি মনের আলপনায় ছবি আঁকি তোমার পানে
sick of this. Get those Just Eat fools on the line for me. We're gonna do this doggy style.
Did somebody say just eat?
Me, get delivery like a G. See, hungry dogs gotta eat. I get mines every day, every week. Chicken wings to the crib, I'm sitting in. Burger in the low-low. Hope they put the pickle in. Wonton on a catamaran. Oodles and noodles, thank you, my man. Tacos to the chateau. Please, did somebody say just eat? Private jetting in the night sky. My man hand glide by with my fried rice. Right? What could you not love? Bought a slice on the side of the hot tub. Ooh, what you gon' do, boo? Chocolate fondue right on cue. Even dipping in the sea. I see food, seafood sees me. Justeat.
Just eat.
Offside!
Was that a goal? Over.
Okay, now the next award is the Leadership Award in the pandemic. The recipient, through his leadership, has tirelessly campaigned for his members to come together for the NHS frontline heroes, as well as campaigning about various policies and guidelines affecting the curry industry. Through his leadership, they've served over 25,000 meals to homeless, NHS and hospices. Now, to present the award, we'll be joined by a very distinguished national broadcaster, but before that, let's see the video.
I wish to nominate a young, charismatic, talented leader. Under his leadership, we served over 25,000 meals for the elderly during COVID-19 lockdown, distributing free meals to the NHS key workers, homeless and hospices too. He has raised key problems faced by the catering industry to the government level through multiples of Zoom meetings. This includes the extension of furlough, reduction of VAT, and increase the 10 p.m. curfew.
So to present the award, it's a great pleasure to introduce a great friend of mine and also a great friend of the awards, a previous presenter of these awards, in fact, for 40 years with ITN, 35 of those as a newscaster, one of the best in the business. Please welcome the legend that is Alistair Stewart. Alistair, thank you for doing this. Thank you so much. It's been a crazy year for all of us, hasn't it? How have you coped?
It has been a crazy year, and my very best wishes and greetings to the lovely men and women of the British Curry Association. And it just struck me, listening to your introduction, Rory, that there is no sector, arguably, other than the NHS itself, that's taken a bigger hit from the pandemic and all of the stuff that we've been reporting on than the hospitality sector. You know, men and women who work so hard to create fantastic, brilliant meals, but wonderful experiences, really, really up against the wall. So my heart goes out to them. And to hear that introduction without naming names yet of all of those voluntary efforts and providing free meals, I think the best in humanity's come out in this crisis, and it's uplifted spirits at a time when spirits really needed uplifting. That's true. And Alistair, I mean, you do a wonderful amount of work for charity. I think this time last year, we were doing a carol service for Brooke, a wonderful horse and donkey charity. But there's a link, isn't there? Because I think a lot of their work takes place abroad, doesn't it? There is a direct link, because we in the Brook do work indeed all over the world. You know, donkeys are the livelihood of men and women and children as well. Brick kilns and places like that. And what the Brook does, as you well know, because you're such a kind and generous supporter, is, you know, we don't tell people how to do stuff. We provide vets and farriers and make sure that people out there are getting the best out of those animals, and that the animals are getting the best of life as well. It's just lovely. So Alistair, do you have a favourite curry, or are you like me? I mean, I tend to kind of order the same thing. the funny thing about it is, and it's true of many great bits of cuisine, what I love most about a curry out, as it were, are the bits and bobs that go with it. I mean, like the cucumber and yogurt together, I just absolutely adore, and all of the naan breads and what have you. When it comes to the main curry element of it, I'm not one of those, oh, let's have a 14 kiloton vindaloo. I like very subtle, very gentle foods. I love tandooris. And I guess my favorite probably is a very, very mild vegetable curry, but with lots and lots of bhajis and rata and bread and all that stuff around it. So that's very, very nice. But it's always a wonderful atmosphere. That's the key thing about a really good night out, whether it's curry or French food or even a burger and chips. It's the atmosphere. And
yeah,
in my experience, the curry trade do that utterly brilliantly.
They do indeed, and you've made me think about all those beautiful, all the naans and all those different ingredients, which of course we would normally be enjoying at the ceremony as well. So maybe this time next year, maybe you can come to the ceremony again and we can tuck into a wonderful Indian meal. But for the moment, you're very kindly joined us this evening with one task to announce the winner of our Leadership Award.
I have indeed, Rory, and it gives me enormous pleasure because just picking up on those comments you made in your introduction before the little video, we're talking about somebody who's not only an utterly brilliant restaurateur, but also someone who has that pounding heart of humanity with all of those meals that were done for people who were having a really tough time of it during the pandemic. And it will surprise very few who know him and have worked with him that the winner of this year's British Curry Leadership Award is Salim Chowdhury.
Thank you, Alistair. Now, Salim sadly couldn't be with us today as his father passed away recently, but let's take a look at what he had to say.
I was shocked, pleasantly surprised and thrilled when I received the call regarding this award. Sadly, I couldn't be there this evening due to the sudden passing away of my father recently. This is a pandemic. This is something that's been unheard of, unseen before. A lot of our members were totally lost. So we were updating them, we were supporting them, helping them virtually, physically, however we could. On behalf of the British Bangladeshi Catering Association, we're extremely grateful to the British Curry Awards for recognising all our efforts, and I'm sure all our members will be extremely happy and thrilled to learn of this. I would like to thank all the judges, the British Curry Awards, and especially Mr. Inam Ali, who is a true ambassador of our industry, who has been fighting for the caterers and their needs ever since I've known him for over 30 years. We're extremely grateful to him and British Curry Awards. Thank you very much.
That was Salim there in Bangladesh. And in his absence, will you please welcome here the Secretary General of BBCA and restaurateur himself, Tofazol Mia.
What can I say? What a year it has been. But nothing beats people's aspiration, inspiration. Salim Chowdhury, not only a young leader and a charismatic leader, he's very good at uniting all our hundreds of members, and he has not only done so much in this country for charity work, as well as he's gone beyond that. He's in Bangladesh at the moment, and we've done so much abroad as well. But for me, he's a very special person in terms of he can work with young generation as well as elderly generation. To receive this sort of prestige, British Curry Award, prestigious leadership award, I believe all the BBCA, British Bangladeshi Caterers Association's members will be very aspired. Thank you very much. Much applies, and my personal condolences to Salim Chowdhury and his family for his late father's death. Thank you.
And the winner is Salim Chowdhury, who is actually my boss. He's the president of BBCA, British Bangladeshi Caterers Association. He's an amazing personality. Not only he's young, he's an inspiration to hundreds of BBCA's members. He put everyone in same platform, pulls everyone together. He has a charismatic way of working, not only young, but with the elderly generation. And he does it really in a special way. To have the initiative, British Curry Award, has taken this, it's really good because it's not stopping and saying, oh, it's gone. No, they're pushing the boundaries and giving the recognition to the deserved award winners.
Did somebody say just eat?
Now, the next award is for outstanding service during the pandemic. And this restaurant has shown great initiative and community spirit. Anticipating the restrictions put in place by the Scottish Government, they immediately created an outdoor glass fibre canopy above their gardens to allow for outdoor dining in safety. They also served 4,000 free meals to the NHS and emergency service workers. Let's take a look.
This restaurant in Lone Head saw their profits fall by almost 50% during the first lockdown. They're hoping the new rules will help them make up for lost time.
Literally a minute after the announcement, the bookings just came in, flooding in, the server crashed. It does mean a lot to us because we've been struggling.
And to present the award, please welcome former Justice and Transport Secretary, the Right Honourable Chris Grayling MP.
Hello, Rory.
So, Chris, you're presenting an award to a restaurant that's gone beyond the call of duty. But this really has been a year, hasn't it, when so many restaurants have really stepped up and provided extra services and really put something back to their local community.
You're absolutely right that in this strange year, it's been extraordinary to see the contribution made by the curry industry across the country. Even though so many restaurateurs have had such a tough time this year, they've still pushed the boat out to really help individuals in their communities, the elderly, NHS workers, people really struggling to deal with the pandemic, helping feed them and helping provide other forms of support. And it's been true, frankly, across not just this sector, but across businesses as a whole. Lots of people with small businesses struggling, but still working hard for the community. And lots of people just helping look after neighbours. So it's been a tough year, but it's also been a year when community has come to the forefront, and that's been great to see. And nowhere is community stronger than in the curry industry.
OK, thank you, Chris. So could you tell us who the winner is?
Well, Rory, here we are, the winning envelope. And I am very pleased to announce that the Outstanding Service Award during the pandemic goes to Habiba Khan Radouni Restaurant, Lone Head in Scotland. Congratulations, well done, and thank you for what you've been doing.
Thank you very much to the British Curry Award for giving us this award. Absolutely speechless. I would also like to thank our customers who have helped us. They are the reason why our doors are still open, and just thank you so much. British Curry Awards, there's no other platforms that can come near it. You know, you could only go for one Oscar, and British Curry Award is the one, showcasing the best of the best, and it just tells us, winning this back-to-back second year in a row, tells you what British Curry Award. And I'd also like to thank give my huge congratulations and thank Mr. Enamali for putting this together. He always does an amazing job. Thank you.
Did somebody say JustEat?
The most exciting up-and-coming British Asian singer. He's 23 years old, is working already with some of the biggest record labels such as T-Series. He's been performing all around the world. We're very excited to have him perform for us tonight at the British Curry Awards 2020. Will you welcome Zayn Worldwide?
Check. British Curry Awards 2020. It's time.
Feelings cutting through so deep, and I'm blinded. What's come over me? Yeah. But your love cannot speak for me, so I'm gonna be stronger till your face I feel.
sick of this. Get those Just Eat fools on the line for me. We're gonna do this doggy style.
Did somebody say just eat? Me, get delivery like a G. See, hungry dogs gotta eat. I get mines every day, every week. Chicken wings to the crib, I'm sitting in. Burger in the low. Hope they put the pickle in. Wonton on a catamaran. Oodles and noodles, thank you, my man. Tacos to the chateau. Please, did somebody say just eat? Private jetting in the night sky. My man hand glide by with my fried rice. Right? What could you not love? Bought a slice on the side of the hot tub. Ooh, what you gon' do, boo? Chocolate fondue right on cue. Even dipping in the sea. I see food, seafood sees me. JUSTEAT. Just eat.
Thank you. And our next award is the Entrepreneur Award. This individual, operating many restaurants across Newcastle, has recently launched a unique concept restaurant, Kai Kai, in the challenging pandemic, despite all of the obstacles. To present this award, let's go live to another great friend of Enam's, celebrity chef Brian Turner, CBE. Brian, are you with us?
I am indeed, sir, totally. Although you will notice I don't have a black tie on. I've got myself ready because I'm nipping out for a curry after this.
Good, perfect timing. So, Brian, tell me, curry, does it feature in your cooking? Are you inspired by Indian cooking? Are you a great fan?
I think we're very fortunate in this country that we're influenced by lots of different parts of the world, and certainly the Indian continent gives us lots of inspiration. I was privileged to travel to India in January of this year, just before lockdown, to help judge a massive international chef's competition, and It was eye-opening. The hospitality was brilliant.
That's wonderful. What do you think we've learned in this country from the pandemic, from the hospitality industry point of view?
I think we've learned lots of things, but one of the biggest things I think we've learned is that we need people like the Indian restaurant community to get together with the rest of hospitality to vote for a minister for hospitality. We need someone to represent the hospitality sector across the board. And the only way to do it is to get behind, sign the petition that's out right now, and let's get a minister for hospitality in government.
Absolutely well said, because time and time again we've heard this evening how hard it's been just to keep afloat and adapting all the time and just trying everything you can to keep going.
The great thing about hospitality sector is that they are determined. They've got nerves of steel. We will lose some, sadly, but the ones that will be around when it's all finished will be pruned, I believe, and will be stronger than we've ever been.
And what about a favourite curry? I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit. Do you, when you're going out?
Yeah, well, I'm an old man. I'm a traditionalist, and I love a jalfrezi. And one of the reasons you already know is because it's got green peppers in there. And the green peppers beat the red tomato when we did Ready, Steady, Cook.
That's absolutely true. We did Ready, Steady, Cook about 20 years ago now. And
Yes,
Brian
yeah.
and the wonderful June Whitfield, who's no longer with us, you cooked a lovely fish dish. And I cooked something else with Anthony Royal Thompson, and Brian won. And he's still got the boasting rights. He's still got the bragging rights. But
Quite right.
Before we announce the winner, let's see the video.
Our culinary journey began in 1969. My father opened a Koh-i-Noor, and at its time, it was one of the most groundbreaking restaurants in the north of England. So currently we have 5 sites. In 2008, we created the first street food concept probably in the whole of the UK within the Indian restaurant sector, and we created Dabawal and opened Dabawal Hybrid was our first restaurant. A couple of years later, because of the demand, we opened Dabawal Jasmine, and since then we opened another arm of Dabawal called OK Please, which is in a container community by the river where we cook fresh street food and it was amazing through the summer especially. And more recently, we have managed to partner with Phoenix Department Store. We are in their food hall again. It's another street food concept, making fresh food, and it's served in these amazing daba boxes. Our fifth site is Kai Kai, and this is, we think, is the UK's most groundbreaking restaurant at this moment in time. The concept is all around elemental cooking, using coal and gas fires. We're the only restaurant, Indian restaurant, in the whole of the country to have a JustEat oven.
So Brian, can you please announce the winner?
The winner of the Entrepreneur Award this year goes to Jalf Ali of Dabwell Kai Kai in Newcastle.
Jalf Ali! Congratulations. Let's say a few words. Before you start, that is the nattiest dinner jacket we have seen all evening. Absolutely beautiful.
Well, thank you very much.
I chose it.
I was going to say you are the most beautiful couple. Wonderful.
Oh, thank you so much.
Tell us a little bit about the wonderful work you've been doing.
Gosh, firstly, it's just such an honour to be able to win this award. It's so unexpected. I mean, where do we start? We have an amazing brand in the northeast of England. It's called Dabawal. We have we have 3 sites actually at the moment. We're in Phoenix as well, the department store. And along with that, about a year and a half ago, we were approached by a local operator wanting to sell us their business. And we had something in mind for a number of years. And it was really, I have a restaurant friend, he's an American fella, taught me a lot about Indian food. And we talked about 5 years ago about where is the next step in cuisine. And I guess about 10, 12, 15 years ago, it was moving away from curry houses into regional cooking. And from that, it became a little bit more of a niche, and we looked at street food. We created a street food concept in 2008. And it got replicated and replicated and replicated in so many places. We were thinking that, right, look, surely there must be something beyond street food that you can create. Because why is everyone just copying us?
Yes.
And we thought to ourselves, let's just show what's next.
And how's it going? How's the concept going?
It's been so well received over the last. The weekend was beautiful. We had a number of takeaways that we've done. A lot of high-profile individuals that have taken them. We're looking forward to opening again on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We've just continued throughout the pandemic. The builders have been in. We haven't cut corners in any part of it because we feel that we've started something very, very unique. We're going to see it through, and it cannot stay like this forever.
No.
It has to go back. So when it does go back, I think that the public may not go out as much, but they probably want to go somewhere where it's unique, it's a bit different, somewhere where something is new and something is fresh.
So thank you, and also for your invention and for your imagination and for what you're doing for the next generation, even in the heart of this. So thank you.
No problem.
Well deserved. Well done. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The British Curry Awards have always, even when we first started to go to the British Curry Awards, it gave us focus and it gave us more determination. And it gave us something to look forward to every year. So as a business person, we know that we are graded and we're getting watched and we're getting marked. So there's a body watching and seeing if we're doing good things. And if you continue to do good things, there is something there's an award ceremony, a British Curry Awards that will recognize your achievements. So that is something that gives us an extra determination to do great things, because we know that sometimes there isn't all the recognition that's there. So that with the platform that they create, it gives us that extra impetus to go out there and be more determined and be more successful.
Did somebody say just eat?
Okay, our next award is for outstanding service during the pandemic, and this recognises the remarkable efforts of the winner, giving thousands of free meals donated to doctors and nurses at Northampton General Hospital, as well as donating surplus stock to food banks which had to close down due to the sudden lockdown. They also launched a local hero competition for the community members, helping their local people and neighbours. So a true community champion. To present this award, we're very lucky. Could you please welcome Love Island contestant Amy Hart? Hi, Amy. Lovely to see you. You're back. You've recovered now from Love Island. That was on Mallorca, wasn't it?
Mallorca, yes. So not much curry there.
So have you travelled to the Curry Islands, to the Indian Ocean?
I have. So I used to be cabin crew for a very British airline, and I used to go to the Maldives and Mauritius. So I sampled a lot of curry over there.
And you, back home, do you have a favourite?
Back home, I love the Alishan in Sompting, where I live near Brighton. Thing is, I'm a bit of a wimp when it comes to curry in this country. I have korma or tikka masala. However, I have just had the Laraj biryani, and it has changed my life.
Oh, there we go. There's a bit of news for you. Laraj biryani has changed Amy's life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a bit the same. I kind of think I'm going to try something different, and then I panic, and I always go back to the korma, or sometimes the pasanda.
Yes.
But now, Laraj biryani, all the way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're going to tell us the winner, but first, let's find out a little bit about what they do.
We were one of the finalists because one of our customers nominated us, and we were lucky enough to take part. After 20 years in business, our regular customer nominated us, and we were one of the finalists in 2019. We are a big part of the community in Northampton, and we're always doing something for local charities. Our chefs use the finest ingredients locally sourced for the perfect curry. During the pandemic, we donated food to the Northampton General Hospital, the NHS Frontline, the emergency service, and local charities. It was something we needed to give back to Northampton. It's been a struggle this year to stay open, but we managed to stay open and keep all my staff and customers happy. As an entrepreneur, I've been open for 25 years, and we've been through a lot of hard times, but we're not going to let COVID beat us on this occasion.
Okay, Amy, the moment of truth. Time for you to announce the winner.
And the winner of Outstanding Service Award goes to Naz Islam for Saffron Restaurant.
I would like to say, firstly, thank you to the British Curry Awards for honouring me such a prestigious award. Since I've opened the restaurant, always dreamed of coming on stage and being part of the British Curry Awards. And thank you to all my customers, my staff, and I would like to dedicate this award to my mother, who has always believed in me. Thank you, and all the best. Thank you. It's been a great honour to receive this award. I've been providing, during the pandemic, I've been providing the NHS, I've been providing the schools. We've had a great response from the local community. They've been outstanding, they've been very helpful. They've come to the restaurant asking for help, and I've delivered, as much as that's possible. Since I've opened the restaurant many years ago, I've always wanted to receive an award from the British Curry Awards, and today, finally, I'm on the stage.
Did somebody say just eat?
Our next award is Outstanding Service during the pandemic. Now, this restaurant has gone out of its way to help those in quarantine as a result of coronavirus by delivering free food, and they've also had to put up with prank calls claiming free food and coming up with all sorts of techniques to adapt to life under the pandemic. So to present this award, will you welcome Love Island contestants Naz Majid and Eva Zapico. Naz and Eva, recovered from your Love Island experience?
Just about. It's only
Just
been
about.
literally been 10 months.
10 months.
Well, 11 months really. It's
And
December
still
now.
together.
Still going strong, aren't we?
So it changed your life.
Yeah, it did actually.
Yeah, well, I've got a girlfriend out of it, so I guess you can say it has changed my life, yeah.
That's
For
the
better,
idea.
For the better.
Did you enjoy it?
I absolutely loved my experience from
Yeah?
start to finish. Everyone was amazing. All the contestants, all the background staff, everyone was
Wonderful.
amazing, yeah.
Excellent. Are you Curry eaters, where do you go?
We are big curry
Well,
eaters.
shall I tell you what? I'm not very well travelled when it comes to curries because my mum and dad make the most amazing curries.
Yes.
So homemade food is top notch for me. But
Eva?
I'm a curry eater outer. I like to go out and eat a curry because obviously my parents don't make curry. So yeah.
Eva, is there a favourite restaurant that you have?
We love as a couple Kanishka in Mayfair.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
I feel
our
like
favourite.
if we want to go out, like I said, my mum's curry is top notch. If we go out, we have to do it big. So Kanishka, Eva recommended it, and
We've never looked back.
Yeah,
We've never been to another curry restaurant since.
Well, have you tried his mum's curry, by the way?
I haven't. I've tried a lot of your
you
mum's
joking?
food. No, not her curry.
I've tried, if my mum watches
Right,
this,
okay, I'm going to leave you. I'm going to leave you two arguing over there while we look at the video to tell us a little bit about the winner.
COVID-19 is affecting us a big time, just like the whole world. I mean, nobody under the sun can say COVID-19 has not affected us. The staff morale is low, you have to put the staff on furlough. So rather than focusing on building a business, you are now at a stage where you're thinking of protecting your business. We're trying to be positive because it's something new for everybody and the situation is getting better. We have shifted gears from a restaurant a la carte mode going to a takeaway mode. The staff, the uniform has changed. You've got the addition of the mask and the gloves, and you've got the sanitizer sections all over the place. You got the screens, and it's all different. It looks like we are in a new world now. So things are changing big time. Just as the lockdown was about to be announced, we shifted gears from business mode to helping the needy mode. It's not always about being competitive and looking for profits and those kind of stuff with business. And I wanted to give it back to the community, and I thought this is the best time to give it back to the community, to help the needy, to get a cheer, to get a smile when it's all going wrong for everybody. And this is one of the best decisions I've ever made. I'm proud of this decision. There is somebody who's fighting behind closed doors whom you can't see, which is the NHS. They deserve the best. What we've done by clapping hands and things like that is the bare minimal. They deserve more. So what we did for the NHS staff is we made sure in the evening when they finish their shift, they can just walk in and avail of the facilities or take a takeaway with them. And this is a little small gesture what we could do from our side. So we really feel proud and happy that the food has gone to the right place and the deserving people.
Right, so back to you, Nazanin. You've sorted out the argument now, have you?
Well, yeah.
We're all friends again.
Yeah, we're agreeing to agree.
That's good, agreeing to agree, that's new. Okay, you have the winner there.
I have the envelope here. So, the Outstanding Service Award for Service in the Pandemic goes to Sujit Dalmeida, Urban Tandoor in Bristol.
Well done.
Thank you very much.
All yours.
So it's 2020 and it's such a difficult time for everybody even to go and buy a bread from Tesco. But Mr. Inam Ali and the team, by organizing this award ceremony and still not giving up during the pandemic, is setting an example for all of us in the curry industry that everything is possible. You just don't have to give up, just keep going. And the message for everybody in the restaurant industry is everything is okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's really a great feeling because 2020 has been a tough year and challenging year for everybody. But British Curry Awards, by organizing this function, even in this pandemic, has proved that it's not the end of the world. And we need to give in our best and perform, and then we can get the rewards. So thank you very much to British Curry Awards, and we are very pleased to receive the Outstanding Curry Award.
Did somebody say just eat?
Now let's welcome a versatile singer and a passionate, soulful performer who takes listeners on a journey to a different world through her music. Let's welcome Fareen Rahman, Parash Moni.
সখী নাই রে সবোধ নাই রে আষাঢ়ে জীবন বন্ধু বিনা লাখের জীবন বন্ধু বিনা লাখের জীবন রইল অনর্বর বন্ধুর পিরিতে আমার দিল বেসব বন্ধুর পিরিতে আমার দিল বেসব সবরের ফল মিঠা যে হয় আমার হইল তিতা বন্ধুরে না পাইলে জীবন ষোলো আনাই বৃথা সবরের ফল মিঠা যে হয় আমার হইল তিতা বন্ধুরে না পাইলে জীবন ষোলো আনাই বৃথা সৈয়দলাল বলে জিতা সৈয়দলাল বলে জিতা জীবনটাই কবর বন্ধুর পিরিতে আমার দিল বেসব বন্ধুর পিরিতে আমার দিল বেসব আইলা না পরাণের বন্ধু আইলা না পরাণের বন্ধু রইলা বেখবর বন্ধুর পিরিতে আমার দিল বেসব বন্ধুর পিরিতে আমার দিল বেসব বন্ধুর পিরিতে আমার দিল বেসব বন্ধুর পিরিতে আমার দিল বেসব
Sick of this. Get those Just Eat fools on the line for me. We're gonna do this doggy style.
Did somebody say just eat?
Me, get delivery like a G. See, hungry dogs gotta eat. I get mines every day, every week. Chicken wings to the crib, I'm sitting in. Burger in the low. Hope they put the pickle in. Wonton on a catamaran. Oodles and noodles, thank you, my man. Tacos to the chateau. Please, did somebody say
Just eat.
private jetting in the night sky? My man hand glide by with my fried rice. Right? What could you not love? Bought a slice on the side of the hot tub. What you gon' do, boo? Chocolate fondue right on cue. Even dipping in the sea. I see food, seafood sees me. JUSTEAT.
Somebody say just eat.
So we now come to the award for Inspirational Woman. This award is for a woman who has co-founded the longest-running Michelin Big Gourmand restaurant in London. Playing an instrumental role in the family business, she trained as a chef with honours from Bombay's Institute of Hotel Management, working at the Taj Mahal Intercontinental, facing all sorts of cultural obstacles in a male-dominated environment. She's tirelessly worked behind the restaurant businesses, raising their two sons and supporting the demands of a highly demanding celebrity TV chef. Let's take a look at her video.
Today, I'm nominating a very special person, a person who's very dear to me and to our lives, and a person who's very dear to our business too. I do not regard myself as a celebrity chef. I somehow find it difficult to accept the fact that I am a celebrity chef. I am a chef. I'm still a hands-on working chef during this COVID crisis. I cannot explain the difficulties we are facing. They are massive. They are unheard of, unparalleled, and as the government always says, unprecedented. Never have you had to close a business down for 10 months of a year, 9 months of a year. It's impossible for most of us to manage. We are just scraping the barrel. We are trying all sorts of different things to keep some revenue coming in so we can pay our rent, we can pay our national insurance, we can pay our PAYE and our VAT and keep things going and just keeping all our expenses paid. It's a disaster. But if you have faith, if you have courage, and for me, most importantly, if I have the right person with me, I am ready to take on anything.
How wonderful. To present this award, let's hear from the Mayor of London himself, Sadiq Khan.
Gives me great pleasure to announce the winner of this year's Business Women of the Year award. And it goes to Chef Perveen Dodiwala from Cafe Spice Namaste. Congratulations.
Thank you, Sadiq. And the winner is Perveen Dodiwala. Please come and collect your award. So, Perveen, congratulations. So, is your husband is the celebrity, but you're winning the award, right? He thinks he is, he said. Okay. So, come on, who's the celebrity here?
He is. He's the captain of the ship.
You're both pointing at each other. Okay. So, who's the best cook, the best chef?
That's a tough one. I'm at home, and I think it's nice for me to be recognized.
Yes.
I'm being very honest because it's generally we come to the award ceremonies always for Cyrus, and incidentally, I did think it was for him today, but
right.
I didn't know that it was for me.
I'm just trying to figure out how you thought that Cyrus was going to win the Inspirational Woman.
I didn't know about the Inspirational Women. Till I walked in and I heard the beginning from you, then I realized that it has to be me.
Oh,
okay.
I was going to say there would be a very big surprise if I said the Inspirational Woman of the Year is
Cyrus!
Cyrus!
That would have been good.
So tell me, how does it work at home? You do the cooking at home, right?
I do the cooking at home. We actually cook together. Actually, lockdown has been fantastic in some ways because we work as a team together. I'm the producer director and I tell him what to do.
So tell me, what is the secret of cooking and for a restaurant?
The secret is trying to respect each other and understand the boundaries because we work very long hours.
Yes.
And when the kids were growing up, particularly in the month of December, we throw them on the floor in the office to sleep and we probably put them on my shoulder late in the night and take them back home.
Yeah.
So the kids grew up in their environment. But
it's tough to grow up as a kid when your parents are working.
It is, and also I honestly feel that as a woman, it's really nice because even though being the chef, working in the kitchens, it used to be pretty tough. But when I married him, he said, "You're not working in my kitchen." So I moved to front of house, which was fantastic. So now we have each other's back in the sense that we work very well as a team. And everybody knows me, knows him, he knows me.
So how did you meet? How did all that
We actually met in the hotel when I was...
She came as a trainee.
I came as a trainee to the Taj.
And she put the deep-looking large eyes on my face.
Well,
and that's it.
I can see that, absolutely.
36 years tomorrow.
36 years, congratulations. Wonderful, that's beautiful. And like this year particularly, it's all been about supporting your communities, but supporting each other because it's been tough. Because you must have seen... In Cyrus, you must have looked into his eyes and thought, this is a man who's thinking, when is this going to end? How are we going to get through this? How has that been as a family?
It's been tough. We've had more challenges than just the pandemic. But I think we come out stronger together. We support each other in every way. I say no, he keeps saying yes. And in the end, I have to say yes. Because that's his way. Okay. But we work long hours together and it's good. That's what all our sons are in the business as well. So it works as a family.
But not entirely.
Yes.
With a bit of resistance.
A little bit. And also, she says yes, but really, she knows that she's right.
I know who pulls the whip in the house.
Is there anything you would like to say?
I would like to say is that I'd like to say to all the women there are amazing Asian women coming to the forefront at the moment, and I actually say thank you to this award for those women who are right where they should be. And we want more Asian women to be proud, to be sort of saying that we can do it. We don't have to just, be in the background. And Cyrus never lets me be in the background. He's always saying, there's the boss. And I hope that all their husbands, partners, parents support them in whatever they do. So I thank you. And I thank the British Curry Awards and Inam Ali for
Pleasure. Well, thank you.
giving me this award.
Cyrus is a very, very lucky man. The whole point of being an inspirational woman award winner is to inspire people, as the awards do themselves. So thank you for your words tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Rory.
So much.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
luck.
I am actually thrilled because I always feel that there are many women like me who are Asian women who are behind the scenes or with their husbands or with their partners or with their parents who sometimes don't get recognized. And this award is for all those women. I feel we are coming out. We feel that there is a lot of people are recognizing that today we are doing a great job. There are loads of women who are coming on TV, on social media, and it's amazing. And this is for all of us. This is not just for me. This award is for all of us together.
Did somebody say just eat?
Our next award is for Family Restaurant Team of the Year in association with Furniture Village. Now, this award is for a well-established restaurant continuing the legacy handed down from grandfather to father to children who've successfully worked together building a family brand. So let's cross over to a long-standing sponsor of these awards, the Chief Executive of Furniture Village, Peter Harrison.
Well, good evening, Rory, and everybody watching. Despite the circumstances we all find ourselves in, we're delighted once again to be supporting the British Curry Awards. A huge well done must go to Inam Ali and his amazing family for making this virtual awards ceremony possible. Whilst none of us would welcome the pandemic, we have little choice but to make the very best we can of it. As it happens, given that Furniture Village revolves around the home, we've actually fared pretty well, as there has been little other activities for the public to do. Also, as we operate in large out-of-town premises, efficient safety measures and social distancing has been that much easier to achieve. We're also very proud to mention that earlier this year, Furniture Village was awarded Retail Family Business of the Year, which has helped us enormously. But I fully appreciate that it's been a lot more difficult for hospitality in particular. Knowing the talent, resilience and determination of those directly involved in the curry industry, however, I do hope that you've been able to see your way safely through these difficult times. Of course, we all look forward to normal business resuming as swiftly as possible and the opportunity to enjoy our favourite food in our favourite restaurants.
Okay, before you announce the winner, let's take a look at what they do.
All right, Dad, we need to get this masala chicken made. Oil.
Some oil. Exactly the recipe which my dad taught me 40, 50 years back. I think we're doing good.
We came here in 1973.
My father and his brother Keval opened the restaurants on Western Road in Southall.
Within 2 weeks, totally chock-a-block.
Delicious. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed today's recipe. With the help of Dad, I have made amazing fried masala, stuffed fried masala, eggs. I'll see you soon for another recipe. From me and Dad, stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.
There we are. So, Peter, time to announce the winner.
Well, I'm absolutely delighted to announce that the Family Restaurant Team of the Year goes to Galu Anand from Brilliant Restaurant in Southall. Many congratulations to you.
words. Absolutely.
Wow, what a huge surprise, and what a great time to receive this. I'm just in shock. Thank you so much. British Curry Awards is something that we have valued for years and years, and the way in which these guys have, over the years, put the whole hospitality industry together is just worthy of praise. And it's awards like this that keep us striving and motivated for bigger and better things. Dad's been running the restaurant now for 45 years. Well, that's a nice anniversary present. We've just completed 45 years, actually, and 45 more to come with this prestigious award. So I would just like to thank the British Curry Award team. I would like to thank all of our staff, my father, who is the mastermind behind the restaurant business, and yeah, our team, who always do such a brilliant job. And I promise, and I would like to make this promise to my father, that we will take Brilliant to even more superior heights. Thank you so much.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Congratulations, guys. You must be very proud of your daughter here as well.
I certainly am. And of course, the legacy of the Brilliant carries on.
Absolutely. Well done. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
My dad is my role model, so we are very much family run, now in 4th generation, if I can say, because my brother has 2 little kids who are very much into food as well, so the recipes have been passed down, and my father is the mastermind behind the entire operations. And it's awards like this that keep us motivated and keep us striving for even more superior heights. So to receive something like this from the very, very best, the British Curry Awards, who have been doing an amazing job right from day dot. I mean, I've probably, well, as far as I can remember, been to almost all of them, and it just gets better and better every year. I have no word, I can't express my gratitude in words for the British Curry Award team, because they work tiresomely throughout the whole year just to put an amazing award function together. So it's awards like this that keep the entire hospitality industry striving and getting even better and better.
Did somebody say just eat?
So thank you to all of you at home tuning in from all over Great Britain. We hope you enjoyed the show in the comfort of your own home, and we hope to see you all in better times and in person next year. Well done to all tonight's award winners. Special thanks to Just Eat and all the sponsors and VIPs, and to our honourable guests and presenters. Huge thank you to all the singers, Ian, Ashley, and all behind the scenes at La Raj Restaurant with delicious biryani, as we heard. And Justine would like to take the opportunity to thank Mukul, a very dear member of the team who's been hospitalised as a result of coronavirus. And also awards coordinator Mohammed. We have a very small team here, but the driving force behind the success, and not least our very own voice of God, Alan Dedicoat. Alan, are you still there?
I am. What a great night we've had, Rory. I am still here. Ladies and gentlemen, can we please give a huge round of applause to our fantastic host, Rory Bremner.
Thank you. Thank you, Alan, and a great job from you, as always. Thank you so much for having me. Take care, look after each other, and keep providing that wonderful food that you do in your communities. Thank you so much. Good night.